My name is Sharita Trimble. I will be speaking on the topic of what is biogeography. Biogeography, according to Amanda Briney, is a branch of geography that studies the past and present distribution of the world's many animal and plant species, as it often relates to the examination of the physical environment shaped their distribution across the world. It is believed that the Earth's continents are in motion, an idea called continental drift. The Earth consists of many rigid layers that move in response to forces acting deep within the planet. One example is the Himalayas, once an ancient seafloor that rose at the boundary, lifting the marine fossils toward the sky. The geographic distribution of organisms on Earth follows patterns that are best explained by evolution in combination with the movement of tectonic plates over geological time. For example, broad groupings of organisms that have already evolved before the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea about 200 million years ago, they tend to be distributed worldwide. In contrast, broad groupings that evolved after the breakup tend to appear uniquely in smaller regions on the Earth. For instance, there are unique groups of plants and animals on northern and southern continents that can be traced to the split of Pangaea. They can be traced into two supercontinents. One is Laurasia, which is in the north, and Gondwana, which is in the south. The evolution of unique species on islands is another example of how evolution and geography intersect. Ecologists who study biogeography examine patterns of species distribution. No species exists everywhere. For example, the Venus flytrap is an endemic to a small area in North and South Carolina. An endemic species is one which is naturally found only in a specific geographic area that is usually restricted in size. Other species are generalists, species which live in a wide variety of geographic areas. The raccoon, for example, is native to most North and Central America. Species distribution patterns are based on biotic and abiotic factors and their influences during the very long periods of time required for species evolution. Therefore, early studies of biogeography were closely linked to the emergence of evolutionary thinking in the 18th century. Some of the most distinctive assemblages of plants and animals occur in regions that have been physically separated for millions of years by geographic barriers. Biologists estimate that Australia, for example, has between 600,000 and 700,000 species of plants and animals. Approximately 3/4 of living plant and mammal species are endemic species found solely in Australia. Sometimes ecologists discover unique patterns of species by determining where species are not found. Hawaii, for example, has no native land species of reptiles are amphibians and has only one native terrestrial mammal, the Hura bat. Most of New Guinea, as another example, lacks placenta mammals. There are some people who believe that all living organisms leave behind fossil evidence. Unfortunately, fossilization is fairly rare because it requires many different conditions to occur over a time in a specific order. Because these conditions do not occur all the time, we do not have fossils for all of the extinct organisms. Because many species that existed on Earth weren't fossilized, this has left gaps in our fossil record. However, that doesn't mean these organisms didn't exist, and the fossil record we do have contains many transitional fossils, all of which support evolution. Thank you.